Hello everybody, and welcome to Vanguard, Saga of Heroes. Now this is the VGO emulator project. It is free to play. I will put the link in the description below for anybody who is interested. I highly recommend that you download and give this game a try. The servers went down somewhere between 2009 and 2010 or 11, I think. The last time I played was 2009. Without further ado, now it looks like there's 15 character slots on this, which is great because there are a ton of different races in this game and a ton of different classes. And if you get hooked on this like I did so many years ago, you will want to try out different classes. To be honest, 2009, I don't recall much of anything. I do recall the diplomacy was awesome in this game. That's a whole system unto itself. And then you have the awesome crafting system in this game. So without further ado, I'm going to stop yakking. Let's go ahead and create a character. When you get to the character screen, you're going to see there are different races and classes on each side of the screen, and there's a ton of them. There are 3 different continents in Talon. You've got the Thestra continent, which is more your European. You've got Kojan, which is more East Asian. And then you've got the Kalia, which is your more desert Middle East section of the world. Depending on what you select, your home area is going to be different, which I thought was really cool. But I'm going to hover over the different races real quick to show you what's available. We've got Thestran human, dwarfs, halflings, high elves, Volmanes, Vanajar, and lesser giants, which is an interesting pick. We've got Kojanis, wood elves, half elves, orc, goblin. Goblins were a lot of fun. I did play a goblin back in the day, and their starter area is awesome. Rocky, it's like a little fox. And Kalia has the Kalathiri, the gnome, the dark elf, the Kurashaza, the Mordebi, and the Varantheri. Now, as far as classes go, now we are going to be, I'm going to put it on female. We are going to definitely be a female character. And these are the different classes available. For a protective warrior, which of course would be your tank, we've got warrior, paladin, and dread knight. The offensive fighters are ranger, rogue, monk, and bard. The healers in this game are cleric, shaman, disciple, and blood mage. The caster is a sorcerer, druid, psionicist, and necro. We are going to be a dark elf blood mage. This was the very first character I ever rolled in Vanguard when I first started, so we are going to do the same now since I have no clue. Now, her attributes are going to be vitality, intelligence, and constitution. Her recommended weapon style is focus, and armor type is light. And it says here, blood mages transfer life from an opponent to an ally. Life and death come easy to the blood mage. Blood mages destroy organs, blood boil, and heal, making them formidable, which is really a cool class, I'll tell you. And we're going to be soloing, so it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but we're going to go with that. And the race description, destined to rule the world and enslave all others, the Dark Elves must hurdle one last obstacle, their own kind. Distrusted by most, Dark Elves have few others to turn to, for they refuse to ally with those beneath them. Sagriee. That one's never taken. Here we go. Once you select, now you can do hometowns apparently, which is what we are going to do. I hit that button on the off chance that they were in, and they are. You can change the proportions if you'd like. We're pretty much going to leave her as is. I do want her hands to be a little bit smaller, and I can't see her feet. Her feet are fine. And you can change the faces. Okay. We got that one, that one, that one. There's not very many. There's only 4 faces. But I don't like those lips, so we're going to go with that one. We can change her hair. There wasn't a whole lot of options back in the day. I do like that. Hair color's fine. I want to go with the light. There's also highlights you can do. Skin color, being a dark elf, this is the lightest that you can be. And we can set her clothing to be something different. Now this is just her underwear, which I don't really care about. And her mood, which I'm not sure what that does. I don't remember. So, there we go. We're going to go ahead and finish her. Bow your head, Thin Blood. You have arrived at the military outpost of Karabasa Village, near the human city of Kal. Here, under watchful eye, you and other refugees from Stirhad will be tested for overall usefulness to the Queen of Pankorzi. Though you may be a dark elf and entitled to rule over Telon, know that those of us with the true blood of Hailfur, father of the dragons, will eventually reign supreme. In recent times, the deep dwarfs have risen and overthrown Mekalia, home of the gnomes. The other races of Kalia are terrified in their weakness. They band together, pen treaties, and prepare for whatever else might arise from the deep dark. You also will join these other races, but not out of fear. Instead, the Queen at Pankorzi demands you gather intelligence and keep a watchful eye on their efforts. As a dark elf, you will be expected to root out traitors and project our obvious strength and superiority over the other races, as they will one day be our subjects. That is, assuming, of course, that you are worthy. Worry not, soldier. There is hope for you yet. Your blood has yet to be tested. As decreed by the Queen of Pankorzi, the blood of Hailfur must be chronicled so that the bloodline of our people might be restored. Okay, here we go. Where did it put me? I do have some skills down here. We also have, let's see, game menu, social, map, abilities. So we have Burning Cyst. Forms a large blister on your opponent and forces it to explode. Lovely. Favor of the Life. Fills my target group with power. Now this would be good, but I think I can cast it on myself, can I? Yeah. There we go. And it's going to work for an hour, so that's a buff. So I'm going to put that over. Oh, I guess I can't move it. I'll have to figure that out. And this is a heal. So I target myself and heal. Do I heal? I can heal myself. Perfect. There's also tabs for crafting, diplomacy. I can't wait to get into that. And then a general tab. Now, up here, this is my focus, it says. I guess focus isn't a weapon itself. It's a form that allows me to slowly trade my health for more power. As I lose health, I will gain increased damage, and I can gain extra blood union with my opponent. So I will lose 5% of my health every 5 seconds if I select that. This one is sanguine focus. It allows me to fortify myself to heal others. And this one is unfocused. All things equally. Well, for right now, we're doing all things equally because I really don't know what I'm doing. But we have an auto attack. The blood union. A blood union represents a forced connection between me and my opponent. Every offensive ability I cast increases my union. Every healing spell uses energy from it. So we need that on my bar. Fishing. There's fishing in this game. I didn't remember that. There is sprint, which I have here already, which is important. Once I put these down here, I can't change them. But, okay, you can have macros. I've got to figure out how to be able to move my spells around. Call of the Hailfurs, my racial. I'm able to call forth a spawn, which is a dragon, that gives me a blessing. Okay, we're going to stick that one over there. And I have elven wisdom. I'm reasonable. Symbiotic construction. I'm an arcane scientist. With a vial of their own blood, a fresh organ, and a little energy, the blood mage can construct a being. These beings can be attached to allies and opponents alike, creating various effects. As my blood mage grows in power, I'll be able to create many more symbiotes. Refer to my ability page under crafting and assembly to find out what they do. Oh! Okay, and you can also turn off your XP gain. So this is very, very involved, and I do not recall any of this. But we are going to get to the end of this valley to see if that's where my city is. Ah, there's a signpost. Sweet. Find out where the heck we gotta go. Okay, Hatherzy's that way. East Gate and West Gate. Okay, so it dropped me off at the East Gate. And the city is right down here. I see it. Okay, I don't really want to... I want to bind there. So we're going to go get that. Now, these are enemies. The enemies in this game will have circles above their heads. If they're red, they're aggro. The number of circles tells you how difficult they are. Now, what I don't know is... oh, those are centurions. Here. Here we go. This is what I remember. And what we're doing is we're going to try to find somebody with a quest. I remember this. Now this game is not going to be perfect as far as there's going to be lag and all that stuff when you come into new areas. Now there is crafting down in here. I don't think I can craft just yet. There's somebody with a shield. A diplomacy instructor. Okay, we're not quite ready for that, but we are definitely going to be checking that out. Crafting is really, really cool in this game. You've got refining, assembly, refining, finishing, all three of those tables. And back here, there's a master outfitter. There's a taskmaster, which will give you things to craft. So you can be an outfitter, a blacksmith, in this section, artificer in this section. It looks like it's those three items. Well, thank you for joining me today, everybody. This is so exciting. Now, we just made it to our home. There's no quest here. So, next episode, we're going to leave here, and we're going to go try to find a quest to do. I do recall seeing some tents out there, and so hopefully that's where we need to go to get started. Please give a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I do hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye now.